Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. The 5 versus 5 weights have just been announced. They just did the little ceremonial weigh-in, and nobody needed a second trip to the scales. Everybody's made weight okay. The one that I suppose people were keeping an eye on was Ray Ford, but he came in at 125.4. Nick Ball was 125.8. And then you had Willie Hutchinson at 174, pound inside the 175 limit. Craig Richards was only 0.2 over that, 174.2. Shiraz and Williams made it with ease, the middleweights. But of course you had Dimitri Bivol and Malik Zinad. No problem with them either. But the two that were, I suppose, of most interest were the heavyweight bouts. Because you don't have to make weight, of course, but there can be a huge discrepancy in different weights between different heavyweights, as we know. So we had Filip Hergovich coming in at 247.4, which is par for the course, I think, for him. But Daniel Dubois came in at 245.8. Now that's 5-6 pounds more than normal, a little bit heavier, nothing major. Daniel's a growing lad, of course. Very naturally, very, very big. I suppose, what is he now, 26, something like that? Well, if he was to hit 30, I think it will probably start to be in the early 250s. 245.8, I don't really see it as that much of a problem. He is a little bit heavier than perhaps some people were expecting. 238, 239, perhaps people were thinking. Hergovich, you know. I mean, both these guys are big lads. They're both about 6'6". But Hergovich, you would expect him to be, because he has got his man strength and he is a fully grown man, whereas Dubois is sort of on the cusp of that, but perhaps not quite in heavyweight terms, a fully grown heavyweight in terms of weight. Afterwards, though, Daniel was very mouthy, very, I'm here to F you up and all this sort of thing. Not like him, is it? Oh, Daniel, who we were all looking to parent before because he was such a shy, retiring lad. Now he's effing and jeffing at everyone. And Hergovich, I don't know how good his English is, but he was asked a question and he just said, look, let's just get on with it. I don't really care. He didn't really want to speak. He didn't really want to ask questions. He does have that sort of monobrowed, intimidating look about him. Yeah. But, roughly, I mean, only 2 pounds in it when all is said and done. Hergovich, a couple of pounds heavier. Not a great deal in it. Now, the other heavyweight contest was Deontay Wilder against Zhilei Zang. And you could not get more of a disparity here because Wilder came in at 214.6. So well inside the Bridgerweight limit. Well inside it. 214.6. Makes you wonder why on earth he came in the late 230s against Fury for their third fight. And no wonder he was knackered after 3 rounds, carrying all that upper bulk. But contrast that with Zhilei Zhang, who came in 9 pounds lighter than his previous fight and still weighed 282.8. So you're talking about nigh on 70 pounds, 68 pounds difference between Deontay Wilder and Zhilei Zhang. And to be honest with you, Zhang, even though he's not body beautiful, he didn't look really obese and fat. It wasn't Gerald Miller on the scales. It's not like he had a big fat gut protruding over his shorts. Not a bit of it. He's just such a big man naturally. And Wilder, with those, seeming hollow legs and no buttocks, he seems to be just purely a 6'7" almost like a cruiserweight. I probably couldn't get down to cruiserweight, but like I say, he's well within the Bridgerweight limit. So this is it's a shocking difference in weight. I mean, what are we talking here? We're talking 2, 4. I mean, we're talking about 4.5, 5 stone difference in weight. That's just me doing the maths in my head, and I've never been very good at maths. But that's amazing. That's amazing. And that, I got to be honest, of the 2 heavyweight fights, I'm looking forward to them both. They both intrigue me a great deal. But just the sheer weight disparity, you got to wonder. I mean, Zhang's gas tank has been the big question mark, of course. Wilder, we know, has got a good chin. Zhang's got a good chin as well. Wilder can be stung, but he can take a wallop. And of course, he has that big right hand, that very, very big, powerful right hand. So I'm very intrigued by that fight. Hergovich and Dubois, like I said, I'm in my preview, I'm picking Hergovich to win, but it's not a fight I would rule Dubois out of. This is the intrigue of this card tomorrow. These are difficult fights to pick. I mean, Ray Ford and Nick Ball. I think I picked Ford to win, but would I be surprised if Ball won? Not remotely. You know, Shiraz and Williams. I think I picked Williams to win, but if Shiraz won by knockout, would I be surprised? No, I wouldn't. I mean, this is a terrific card. And even with Dimitri Bivol and Malik Zinad, I didn't do a preview video for that because I don't know anything about Malik Zinad. I just haven't got a clue. I know I think he's from Lebanon and he's based in Malta. And when I looked at his box rec, I was thinking, I've probably seen him. I just can't remember any of his fights. But I'm thinking, have I seen this guy? Nothing. And I just had nothing to go on to do a preview, so I didn't bother. But anyway, that's just an aside. It's almost upon us, 24 hours to go. What do you think of the weights? What do you think of the heavyweight contests in particular? Let me know. Give me your opinion. And yeah, I'm very, very intrigued about the Ray Ford-Nick Ball fight because of although Ray Ford made the weight, he has known to struggle quite badly. And also even the Craig Richards-Willie Hutchinson fight, which I've yet to mention, that's intriguing because there's some real bad blood. And there were some accusations of racism also, which was really bad. But even that has some real spite to it. But what do you think? Comments below as usual. And please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the like button as well if you like the video. And spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. Thank you for your time as always. It's going to be a good one. Catch you later. Bye for now.